Hello, welcome in this new art journaling in motion video. For this one, I wanted to show you a kind of different video than what you've seen before, because usually in my video I start from a blank page, but this is not usually what happens. As you can see, I have bits and pieces of everything in my art journal, so I wanted to show you what happens when I actually start with something. So I choose this page with already an Nixie in there, and you can see there are some stenciling and a little bit of paint. So I start by using a light coat of gesso because I didn't want to get rid of what was there, but just to mute it a little. So as you can see, it's still there, but not as in my face as it was. And I decided to pick one of my favorite stencil with modeling paste, and it will create texture. And if you know me by now, you know that even in my art journal I need texture. And I'm using my favorite tool, the Catalyst blade, because it's just awesome. And I wanted to see what would happen if I was leaving the stencil with the white modeling paste while spraying. And this is quite nice, it's different, and I like different. Nothing is wasted, so I put the stencil with all that yummy ink on it on another page. That's fine. Let it dry a little, and now I really wanted to try the mini art stones from Finnabair with Prima, and it was the first time. I chose the mini one because the other one I saw in store was really big. So I apply some gel medium. I used the glossy one, and applying with another of my Catalyst blades, the pointy one, because you see narrow areas, it was easier to reach with that one. So I first applied the gel medium all over the hair. It's the area I really wanted texture on, and if it's not perfect, that's fine, it's just an art journal. And when I opened the jar, stones went literally everywhere, and it was a mess, but it was fun, so whatever. And I decided to apply some gel medium over the stones to kind of embed them in there and let it dry completely before putting paint or any color on top. Now that it's dry, I decided it was time to work a little bit on her face. I didn't want to do complicated because, well, I was not in the mood for complicated. So I just used white and flesh tone acrylic paint. You know that acrylic paint is my favorite. And this is the Stabilo Marketol, and I use it all the time. My favorite colors are the black, of course, the brown and the blue, and sometimes the red too. And I love their graphite. So I won't spend too much time showing you how I wanted to make the face. And I use the Stabilo again, and I scrape it while it's still there. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. And using oil pastel to add color on the face, I chose purple because there was purple on the page already. And you know, with the paint on top, it blends a bit more. Just layering paint until I'm happy with what's going on. See, easy. This is Target paint. Cheap, and in Canada we don't have Targets anymore because they did try to be there, but they failed. Long story short. So I just build now on the background. I use several colors. Why these ones? I don't know, because they made me happy on that day. It's sometimes all I need, what makes me happy. And choosing now deeper color, but still on the same value than the yellow one. but it's contrasting. And as you can see, I don't clean my brush in between because I don't mind. And then I used white gesso to make it more unified. And all the colors were still wet, so see, it's not pretty, but that's fine. It makes sense to me. So adding white and mixing it with the hot pink, so it's more like a pastel, as you can see. It didn't record, but I added some clear gesso all over the air space, so my color would be able to grip on that gel medium. So now I'm using pigments on the hair, and I wanted like really warm colors, so I went with some yellow, orange and red, and as you can see, I just sprinkled that on the hair and then added water. And I wanted to see what would happen if I added alcohol inks drop while it was still wet, and why not just a little bit on the page as well. So yes, it was dripping, but I didn't really care. I knew I wanted some lyrics in there, so I just, because I prefer it like that, I drew some line and just went with it. So it's these are lyrics from a song of Monsters and Men, which they are one of my favorite band ever. I love them. So I used the Liquitex marker because I love them too, in a brown shade. And there we go. I hope that you like it, and thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment to let me know what you'd like to see next. And if you liked my video, please let me know by clicking on that little blue thumb, and see you next time. Bye.